Open any feed right now, and you'll be told you're falling behind if you don't download hundreds of AI apps to your phone. But a phone isn't a cloud server. It is a highly constrained physical environment. Every time you install one of these tools, you are spending finite resources. You are trading away battery life, background processing power, and your sensitive personal data. This chart shows the sheer volume of mobile AI releases over the last 12 months. Notice the massive spike in new apps, but more importantly, look at the overlapping line. That's the steady climb in the average monthly subscription costs being passed directly to you. The core problem we face right now is figuring out which of these downloads is actually doing heavy lifting and which ones are just quietly harvesting your data. A large portion of these fall into a category called API wrappers.
These are apps that don't do their own computing. They just reroute your prompt to an existing tool like OpenAI or Anthropic, and then charge you a premium for the middleman service. Because they run constantly in the background to intercept your inputs, they drain your battery and system memory without giving you any unique features you couldn't get elsewhere. That's why we are throwing out the traditional top 10 AI apps format today. A list of shiny features doesn't help you make smart decisions about your device. If we want real mobile enhancement, we have to evaluate every single app through a strict return on investment lens. We need to weigh the actual utility against the toll it takes on your wallet, your privacy, and your battery. To do that, we'll use a simple comparison matrix. Every app is judged by its input, meaning the cost, privacy risk, and battery drain, against its outcome, or the actual daily utility it provides. Let's start with a highly popular category: third-party AI keyboards and built-in text assistants. The required input here is steep. To function, these apps demand full system permissions to read every single keystroke you make across every app on your phone. The outcome is that you get instant grammar corrections, translation, and tone adjustments right inside your messaging or email apps. This matrix visualizes the exact trade-off. While the utility is moderate, the privacy cost of giving a third-party developer a perpetual keylogger on your enterprise device drops them straight into the unfavorable red quadrant. The second major category consists of dedicated chatbot wrappers. The financial input for these is heavy, usually extracting anywhere from $10 to $20 in recurring monthly subscription fees. The outcome? You get a customized interface on your phone screen. The exact same models powering those slick interfaces can be accessed for free by simply opening your mobile browser or downloading the official first-party app. Paying a high ongoing financial cost for a reskinned layout provides zero unique mobile utility. This drops chatbot wrappers deep into the unfavorable zone. Now, let's look at tools that actually leverage the way we naturally use our phones rather than fighting against the hardware. The third category covers AI voice-to-text tools and meeting recorders. These demand significant input, mostly in the form of severe battery drain while the microphone is actively listening and processing. But the outcome solves a unique mobile problem. You can walk or pace around a room, while the app converts your messy, rambling thoughts into neatly structured, actionable text. On our matrix, the high utility of solving an on-the-go problem completely offsets the temporary battery cost. This places them solidly in the favorable quadrant for heavy users. The final category is native OS intelligence, which includes built-in systems like Apple Intelligence or Google Gemini Native. The input required here is undeniably massive. You have to pay the upfront hardware cost of upgrading to a brand new, flagship smartphone. The outcome is system-wide integration, where your data never leaves the device. The processing happens locally, securing your privacy. An upfront hardware purchase is steep, but eliminates the financial bleed of redundant monthly subscriptions. Paying once for on-device processing removes friction and secures data. On our matrix, this yields the highest ultimate return on investment. The clearest takeaway from this evaluation is that the vast majority of heavily marketed AI apps extract far more system resources and cash than they return in actual value. To build a proper defensive stack moving forward, run any new tool through a strict 3-question vetting process before you hit download. The most critical test is question 1. Does this app perform a function that I cannot already do in my mobile web browser? If the answer is no, skip it. If you are a workflow optimizer looking for speed, direct your entire subscription budget towards specialized audio-to-text tools that capture your ideas on the move. If you are an enterprise user handling sensitive company data, you need to cease downloading third-party utilities that require keyboard or screen reading permissions immediately. Instead, your strategy is to wait for the hardware upgrade cycle and rely exclusively on local, device-level intelligence. If you're a casual tech enthusiast, take 10 minutes today to review your App Store account and cancel any redundant subscriptions. For those occasional queries, rely strictly on the official, free applications provided directly by companies like OpenAI or Anthropic. Operating as a power user in the current landscape requires discipline. It is an act of careful curation rather than mindless accumulation. True mobile productivity isn't defined by how many AI icons you can cram onto your home screen. It is defined by how few you actually need to get your work done.